guys, I'm Mary Chanel and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my top 4 games that you should have been playing in February, so let's get started. First on my list is Evolve. This is said to be the next generation of multiplayer shooters where 4 players are hunters and they have to fight against one ginormous monster being controlled by a single player. To be a hunter, you first have to choose a class. You can either be in the ranks of a medic, trapper, support, or assault to team up and destroy the monster on the planet called Sheer and other dangerous planets such as flora and fauna with other monsters alike. If you're wanting to be a savage creature, you can choose to be a Goliath, a Kraken, or a Rat and become the alpha predator and use its barbaric abilities and powerful senses to kill your enemies. Players can level up and unlock other hunters and monsters as well as giving them upgrades, new skins, and perks. You can dive in the thrill of the hunt now because Evolve was recently released on February 10th and it's available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC. The second game on my list is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I'm especially excited about the remastered and enhanced version of this game. The original game came out on the N64 about 15 years ago, and I have some really good memories playing it as a kid, and it led me to the direction of my career today. So you could say this game has a little special spot in my heart. Anyways, let's actually talk about the game now. So if you're not familiar with the storyline of Majora's Mask, then I'll tell you what it's about. In this version, Link stumbles across a masked skull kid and drags him into the world of Termina. You find that the land of Termina will be facing a terrible fate. In 3 days, the moon will fall on this land and it's up to Link to save Termina in time before it destroys the world. Players must rewind time and relive the past 72 hours and find various masks that'll help solve complex puzzles, fight through dungeons, battle against bosses, and even help citizens in Termina. Heck, you'll even befriend some of them. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D was also recently released on February 13th and it's exclusively available on the Nintendo 3DS. So go and enjoy this dark and adventurous classic because I know I will. The third game on my list is The Order 1886. Now this game I've been so excited to play ever since they announced it at E3 in 2013. The game itself just looks dark and beautiful, which is what I like in a game. The Order 1886 paints a new picture of a unique Victorian-era London where ancient monsters lurk the streets and humans have to fight against these foes using advanced technology. Taking history to an alternate realm where lore and technology coexist, players take on the role of a man named Sir Galahad, a merciless member of an elite order of knights. This order has taken part in a centuries-old war that can change history forever. It is said that hundreds of years before 1886, there were a group of humans that became genetically modified to be half-breeds. Soon after, war was casted upon the half-breeds and the humans for power and survival. So the Knights of the Round Table formed a brotherhood called the Order, swearing to defend humanity and protecting its dark history. Luckily, the Order discovered a liquid called black water that can heal wounds and lifespans. This mysterious substance has helped strengthen the Order to fight against these monsters. Being in the era of the Industrial Revolution, the Order is locked and loaded with very powerful weapons to fend off these half-breeds and an emerging rebellion that is against the Order, the government, and its oppression. The Knights must sustain peace and order or else hell will break loose. As you can tell, The Order 1886 is story-driven and full of action and mystery. The Order 1886 was just released on February 20th, so you can get your hands on this supernatural game now, and it will be available exclusively on the PlayStation 4. Okay, last but certainly not least on my list is Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 1. Of course, I had to have something zombie related on my list. In this installment, you are literally going to face a series of frightening episodes filled with horrifying gameplay and the afflicted. Bringing back some of the classic survival horror style, players must be wise with their ammo and weapon supply since it's very scarce in this game. So you better check every dark corner because Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 1 was released on February 24th and it's available on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One. So those are my top 4 games that you should have been playing in February. Leave a comment down below if you've played any of these games or any other games in February and what you're excited about in March. That's all for now. I'm Mary Chanel. See you next time.